looking at a lot of things. We have big meetings coming up, as you know, in Saudi Arabia. That's going to include Russia. It'll be Ukraine. We'll see if we can get something done. Like to get something done. A lot of people died this week, as you know, in Ukraine. Not only Ukrainians, but Russians. So I think everybody wants to see it get done. We're going to make a lot of progress, I believe, this week.
A significant moment as the U.S. officials and their Ukrainian counterparts will meet in Saudi Arabia. It comes after a widely reported bickering between President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymr Zelenskyy as the war rages on between Ukraine and Russia.
Well, President Zelenskyy sent a letter to the president. I think the president thought that it was a really good, positive first step. And from that, we're now in discussions to coordinate a meeting with the Ukrainians in Riyadh or even potentially Jeddah. So the city's moving around a little bit, but it will be Saudi Arabia. And I think the idea is to get down a framework for a peace agreement and an initial ceasefire as well.
The US and Russians met in Riyadh to discuss the ongoing conflict. Both countries were represented by senior diplomats Marco Rubio and Sergei Lavrov from the Kremlin. Meanwhile, South Africa will host Ukrainian President Volodymr Zelenskyy next month.
Visit by President Zelenskyy to South Africa is a culmination of a number of engagements that President Ramaphosa has held with both President Zelenskyy as well as President Putin. And when President Zelenskyy is here, they will continue discussing the beginning of what we would like to see as a peace process that will set the two warring parties in that conflict on a road to peace.
This engagement is very timely. It's timely for both countries, for Ukraine and South Africa. It will be the first visit of Ukrainian president to South Africa since the establishment of diplomatic relations. And both our countries are young democracies. I think it's so crucial for us to have these engagements not only on the platforms of multilateral fora, but also bilaterally as we're doing. And President Ramaphosa visited Ukraine before. Now President Zelenskyy is coming.
We support the visit. Remember, we are non-aligned in this. And remember, we're the first to go when it was not fashionable. We took a risk. The ANC called for South Africa to intervene, and our president and the South African government went. And therefore, even under these circumstances, we are not taking sides and we are not taking cue from anyone. We are pursuing our foreign policy. So we're looking forward to him coming and give us a progress report about some of the commitments he had made in our relationships.
Kyle Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.